Hey everybody, my name is Paige Evans and I'm so happy to be here at Scrapbook.com using my brand new collection with pink Paislee called Bloom Street. This layout that I want to create today is a grid-based layout featuring washi tape and then all of the fun little bits and pieces from Bloom Street. Now raise your hand if you have a large collection of washi tape that you just don't use. It just sits on your shelf and looks pretty. Well, I am definitely guilty of that, but I found with a layout like this, it's a really great excuse to pull out your washi tape and feature at least, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different types of washi tape on a single layout. So to get started, I used 2 pattern papers. Actually, we're going to start with 1 pattern paper, and it is a diagonally striped rainbow. It's got very pastel colors, very springy, and I'm going to trim off the barcode strip. And if you've seen any of my other layouts, I always like to save these barcode strips because they have a pattern on the other side, which I like to use in fun and creative ways. So on one side, you've got the barcode and the paper number, but then on the other side, you've got a pattern. So I always save these. And then we'll flip it over. So this is the B side, and then grab the washi tape. When I originally created this layout, I didn't do any kind of measurements. I just placed the washi tape and went with it. So that's what I'm going to do here. If you aren't feeling as relaxed about that method, you can definitely grab a tape measure and measure the distance and make them all even. And I want to avoid straight edges, so I'm just going to go ahead and tear off the end. You can set that aside and then just start placing, oh, it's okay, washi tape shouldn't rip. Just start placing the washi tapes. I'm not going to go from end to end. I'm going to leave about 1 inch at the top and the bottom, and then just try and make it as straight as you can, but it's totally okay if it's crooked. I really love the imperfections in scrapbooking. It just makes it feel like it was made by a human and not a robot. We're gonna grab the next piece. Let's see, there's an iridescent washi tape. So I started with this really bold floral washi tape. It's got a really nice dark blue background, so it pops off the page. The next piece we'll use is this iridescent, and it has a protective layer. So there's the washi tape layer, and then there is a piece of paper. So you can grab both pieces. All right, so I've grabbed the washi tape and the protective layer. I'm gonna measure it and then rip it. So in this case, I will use some scissors to cut it and then peel off the washi tape. And we'll go ahead and place that one right about here. And the next one, it's a geometric design. So I'm going to tear off that end and then place it right here. And somehow, serendipitously, when I was creating my original layout, there are washi tapes that are horizontal, so they have to be straight up and down like the hearts. If they were sideways, I mean, it would still look okay, but it just wouldn't make as much sense. And the butterflies should be oriented horizontally, but when I made this layout, I honestly didn't even do that intentionally. It just came out that way. But just be aware, when you're picking and choosing your washi tapes, some can be vertical and it's no problem, but some do need to be or should be oriented horizontally. But then again, I always say there are no rules in scrapbooking. So if you want to make it vertical, you go ahead and do that. In this case, I'm going to have the hearts oriented horizontally. So we'll just place that right across the top. So you'll notice that everything is kind of off-centered. I've got the grid design happening here on the top right side, and I'm going to show you a technique at the end that helps set this. So once you've made a grid-based design, it's so fun to just pick and choose, pick and pull all the little bits and pieces from a collection. This is a great way to feature all the little pieces of eye candy that come in a collection. First, I want to add my photo. So I've gone ahead and printed a photo of my daughter Jane, and it's not going to fit in just one single space. It's going to overlap a few different sections. So I'm going to place it here. And then I always love using dimensional adhesive to help make my elements pop off the page. It just gives it that little bit of extra texture and dimension. Otherwise, everything's very flat. The washi tape has, no dimension to it. It's very flat. But by adding your embellishments with the foam adhesive and different levels of adhesive, you get those different depths and shadows. So I'm going to add this right about here. And then we can just start pulling things from Bloom Street. So there are puffy word stickers. And so I am going to create a visual triangle. So I'll use 3 words. I'll start by placing kind up in this little section. And I'm trying to use words that will go along with my feelings about my daughter. So she's definitely kind. Love, because I love her. And then to complete the triangle, I will add the word sweet. So from the cardstock stickers, there's a yellow heart right here, so I'll just grab that and complete the sentiment. In Bloom Street, you've got a package of mixed embellishments, including colorful jewels and sequins. So I'll just grab some of the sequins here and fill them or put them in another section. Let's see, we'll do a blue one. And then the sequins, it comes with a few different types of sequins. We've got a purple flower, a pink flower, green leaves, and then silver sequins. And so in one of the sections, I'm going to use the flowers and a leaf, and then in another section, I'm going to use all silver sequins. For attaching the sequins, I like to use either liquid glue or teeny tiny micro glue dots, whatever you have on hand. So just dab a little bit of adhesive, plop the sequin on top, and let it dry. Bloom Street comes with a package of butterfly stickers. So let's add a couple of these. We've filled about a third of the section so far, so we'll just keep going, adding cute little bits. Okay, there is a package of enamel dots and hearts. So how about here in the top right corner, we'll add a heart and some flowers. Okay. From the cardstock stickers, we can pull a few of these cute little images. So this one says, "Always loving you." See, I'll put it right here. And then flowers. I can never have enough flowers in my life, so it's really appropriate that this collection is called Bloom Street. Give me all the flowers. I'll put this one up here. From the 4-page sticker book, there is an orange flower, which I will grab, put here in this section, and got 2 more to fill up here. So from the 6x12 cardstock stickers, I grabbed a flower, which you can just stick down, but again, I want to create dimension, so I will add a foam square to the back of it to lift it off the page. I love using sentiments, just little subtitles and things that remind me of my daughter. So from the 6x12 sticker sheet, again, I'll pull this "So Happy Together." And then strawberries, because we were in the kitchen making food, so a strawberry kind of goes along with the theme of food. So I'll put it in here. The Bloom Street collection includes a package of thickers, which are vinyl puffy stickers. And there are lots of butterflies and sentiments. So I'm going to grab this butterfly, put it in this section right here. In this last section, it's where I'm going to write my journaling. So I'm going to use a dark blue pen to coordinate with the darkest blue found in this collection. So I will start by handwriting some lines. If you're uncomfortable drawing lines, you can totally use a ruler. And then write your journaling. Remember how I told you everything is a little bit off center? I want to show you a way to fix that. So I'm going to take a pair of fine-tipped scissors and heavily distress the edges. It's okay if it tears like that. We're going to fold it up anyway. Okay, so once you've distressed the edges with the scissors, you can go ahead and just start peeling it and folding it and curling it. We're just really distressing those edges, giving it lots of texture. And then this way, everything will be centered. So now that I've made the layout a little bit smaller, it's not 12 by 12 anymore, I want to replace it with a piece of pattern paper. There's a beautiful floral in the Bloom Street collection. And again, I'm going to trim off the barcode strip and save it. So it doesn't make sense to waste an entire piece of paper and just cover it up like this. So what I want to do is trim an L-shaped piece from this pattern paper. So again, using the paper trimmer, I'll just cut about, what is this, 2 inches, 2.5 inches, a 2.5 inch L shape. So now you have this piece of paper that you can save for a different project. I imagine myself fussy cutting these flowers. Since they're larger flowers, they're easier to cut out with scissors and use them on a layout. So I'll save this paper for sure. Now with my L-shaped section of this floral paper, you can adhere it. Add some double-sided tape to the back of your layout. And then since I don't really know how big 12 inches is anymore, I'll grab a piece of pattern paper to use as a template. So this paper is 12 inches across. I'll put my L-shaped wedge right here and then align it up to the right edge. All the edges. And then I know that my layout is 12 by 12 again, and it will fit in a page protector. And your layout is done. I hope this layout inspires you to create a grid-based layout using washi tape and all of the fun bits and pieces from my new Bloom Street collection. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more from Scrapbook.com, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a message. Happiness is life handmade.